This story is brought to you by Bella Rosa Salon and Spa.
I take the greatest pride in the fact that we have really made this into a full-service, high-class salon and spa, and we're actually pulling customers from as far as St. Cloud, even up to 50 miles away from here. My passion is to give really good service to customers, and it would really disappoint me to hear if one of my stylists or cosmetologists did not give a good service. I want steadiness and reliability, and that's what I look for from my girls.
Stop in today or call 866-673-8749. Welcome everybody, Dustin Williams here for Digilog ROCORI. The new look Spartans under blonde head coach Ted Faber look to take down the Litchfield Dragons. At home, Ari Hang with the nice spike for the Spartans. They jump out to a quick lead. Here they're going to get locked up in a long point. There's a block at the net, goes back over to the Dragon side. Bump, set, and spike by Brianna Trout. Dug up nicely by the Dragons. They would slap it over one more time. Klabundi to Stang, back over to Trout, spiked, back on the Dragon side, out of bounds. And the Spartans come up with the long point. So many times during this game, the Spartans would get locked up in these long points, and they would win them, shifting the momentum in their favor if the Dragons had come up with a point before. Here it's Hansen with two spikes in a row, big spikes for the Spartans, and a nice play by the Spartans to get the ball over the net, avoiding the low ceiling. They would come up with one of those momentum swinging points right here. It's the pass tipped over by Hansen. The Dragons called for the illegal hit that would swing the momentum in favor of ROCORI, and they would go on to win game one. 25-17 is your score. The Spartans on top. The Spartans wrapped up in another long point as the Dragons spike it over. Nice play by Chelsea Stang to dive forward and hit it over the net. Great dig by Klabundi. Pass over by Hansen. Tipped out of bounds, blocked at the net. And the Spartans come up with the point. Here Hansen pushes it to the back left corner. The Dragons hit it over the net. Bump. Set pass by Stang. Spiked at the net by Stummis. And ROCORI once again builds a comfortable lead in game two. Ari Hang with the spike down the middle for the Spartans, and they're in cruise control in game two. Hansen hits it over the net for ROCORI, blocked at the net by the Spartans. They are in control in game two. Spiked back over one more time for ROCORI. They would end up scoring 6 straight points in the middle of this game. So they're really in the zone here. Bump over. One more block at the net for ROCORI. Jess Heinen serving for the Spartans, and they would continue their dominance. Dug up by Klabundi, passed across by Stang, spike at the net by Trout. ROCORI scores the point. Match point here for the Spartans, leading 24-12. Tapped over quickly by Stummis with the quick reflexes. Stang with the back pass. Stummis spikes. Dug up, but ROCORI would eventually go on to win 25-12 in game two. ROCORI looking very sharp on their home court. Nice dig in the back by Hansen. The long bump by Chelsea Stang over the net. And ROCORI in yet another long point as they come up with a great block at the net. Bumped over. Hansen pass to Stang over to Trout, blocked, but nicely saved by Hansen and Klabundi as Stang bumps it over one more time. ROCORI would eventually win the point here as it's tipped out of bounds by the Dragons, and they would go up early in game three. Dig by Klabundi, pass by Stang over to Trout, and the Dragons can't come up with it as they tip it out of bounds. Chelsea Stang serving, mishandled by the Dragons as it sets up a nice point for ROCORI, tipped over the net by Stummis, out of the reach of the Dragons. And once again, ROCORI just too much to handle for the Litchfield Dragons. It's Jess Heinen with the nice dig here. ROCORI would eventually come up with the point and win game three. Stang digs it here. ROCORI would go on to win 25-17, 25-12, and 25-17. Be sure to stay tuned for highlights of the Spartans' victory over Annandale only on DigilogROCORI.com.